Good evening students, welcome to my YouTube channel and I hope that you all are happy and well at your homes during the emergency crisis of coronavirus. As you all know that we had started our online classes and last time we had studied about the second chapter of economics, that was pupil as a resource, and basically we already had started our next chapter of history, that is the Russian Revolution. Today we are discussing about the chapter pupil as a resource because there was some part left behind in this chapter, so I want to discuss this chapter and end it today, so that we will freshly start our next chapter, that was French Revolution, in the next video. Okay, so last time we had studied about, in this chapter we had studied about people as a resource, how people act as a resource, and basically if we talk about how population is act as an asset as well as a liability. Okay, basically we have discussed about there are two main things about population, that one is population is an asset as well as a liability. Okay, we have discussed about the primary, secondary and tertiary activity, okay, done by the peoples. Okay, we have also compared the economic activities done by men and women. Okay, so today we are starting our next topic, that is the education and health of an economy. Basically, as I told you earlier, that education and health are two sectors in which people must have grown in this, so that basically if we want to develop any country, then the two things which must be developed, that is, one is education and the another one is health. Okay, if the country is educated and if the persons of any country is healthy and educated, then automatically the country will be a developed country. Okay, so the primary responsibility of any democratic government would be to give the best facilities to its citizens in the form of education and health. Okay, so let's talk about the first factor, that is known as education. Okay, basically if we talk about education, then we can say that education is the sector which promotes enlightenment to the students. Okay, education is the thing which gives a new vision to a society. It create awareness among all the students, all the things. Okay, it gives a new vision to think about the things, new vistas. Okay, education is the thing which create awareness in the society, and it also develop the society. It also gives people a vision to think about all the things in a creative way. Okay, so education, the purpose of education in a society is very useful and very important. Okay, if any basically if we talk about one statement given by a famous leader named his name was Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela said about nations, Mandela quoted a statement which says that education is the strongest weapon in the world, which can education is the strongest weapon which is used to change the whole world. So these golden words are said by Nelson Mandela. Okay, so if we talk about education, then we can say that education is the most powerful weapon which is used to change the whole world. Okay, so education is the thing which change the thinking, which change the ability, which enhance the skills of a person. Okay, so education is very important, very useful and very proper technique which is used to develop a particular society. Okay, the government of India has taken many steps to improve the education system of our country. And when we got independent from the British in 1947, at that time the literacy rate of India is very low. At that time in 1951, our literacy rate was 18%, just 18%. And today, if we compare our literacy rate in 2000, according to the 2011 census, then our literacy rate becomes to 74%, in which 82% are literate males and 65% are females which are literate. Okay, so basically our country has done excellent performance in the education sector alone. Okay, so basically there are many initiatives, many steps taken by the Indian government to improve the education system. Like first of all, they have to introduce the 5-year plans, in which they increase the budget of education. Now 1951 the education has got the budget of 0.63% only, and today if we talk about the budget for the education system is 3.3% of the total GDP. Okay, means mainly 36,000 crore आपके खर्च होते हैं एजुकेशन सेक्टर के ऊपर. Okay, so basically these are more thing. Okay, उसके अलावा there is second most important thing, that government has started the Navodaya schools to improve the education system in our country. After that, apart from the Navodaya schools, there are many vocational training schools are also started by the government to improve the education system and to improve the skills of the student and to get the opportunity to all the poor and deprived sections of the society to include in the inclusion of the society. Okay, the second most important step taken by the Indian government to improve the education system, first was to increase the budget, second was to set up the schools of Navodaya Vidyalaya, okay, vocational stream schools. They also started the different operations like the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, or if we talk about the midday meal scheme. So many things have started by government of India, and there were in 2010 the government of India by 86th amendment of the constitution have uh, made a new law which is very good for our society, which is named RTI. RTI means right to information. Okay. So government of India has taken certain steps to increase the education system of our country. Like the government has set up Navodaya Vidyalaya, vocational stream schools. Okay, they started the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan in 2001 to get the benefits of the education to all the children, and they also implemented the RTI Act. RTI means Right to Information, Right to Education, RTE Act, in which a new law was introduced. A fundamental right was introduced in the form of education, like which is known as right to education in 2010, under which the age of students between 6 to 14 get the right to education. Okay, so there were so many steps taken by the Indian government to improve the education system of our country. Okay, so let's take the another cause, that is another thing which is very important in a country's development, that is known as health. Okay, so if we talk about health, so we can say that health is the another sector which must be grown by the government, because it is the factor which also gives credibility to its citizens. How? Because if the citizen is educated and as well as healthy, then the country will be developed. So a person in the health sector, the meaning of healthy or health is known as whenever a person is not get whenever a person is have no any particular disease or is very healthy in the case of its health, and that is known as health. Okay, health is defined as whenever a person is not affected by any disease, that is known as health. Okay, and government of India has started many different things in the case of health. Okay, if we talk about our independence in 1951, then at the time basically people have not so much facilities in the area of health, but government of India has done so many improvements in health sector also. Okay, they set up different MBBS schools in our country to so that all the students get medical education in the health sector. Okay, and they also get contribution to the society in the form of health. Okay, basically if we see the data which is collected by the NCRT, in 1951 there were 61,000 doctors present in our country, and today in 2013 data we have 9,18,000 doctors. If we compare about nurses, then we can say that in 1951 we have 18,000 doctors, and in 2013 we have 1,09,224 nurses. Means day by day our health sector is also improved, our bed system, our dispensary system, our medicine system also improving. We have produced so many medicines in our country. We also export the medicine to another countries also. Okay, so basically we have developed so much improvement in our health sector also. Okay, so let's discuss the last topic of this chapter, that is unemployment. Okay, basically I hope that you all are aware about unemployment. Unemployment is a situation when a person not get any job, and basically he is out of job and he don't get any job, and he is unemployed. So that is known as unemployment. Okay, unemployment is a situation when a person is not able to get income, and when a person not get his income by any particular job. So this is known as unemployment. Okay, basically we have 3 or 4 types of unemployment in our country. That is, one is known as disguised unemployment, technical employment, educational unemployment, seasonal unemployment. There are so many unemployments in our country. Let's discuss the first unemployment, that is known as the let's discuss the first, that is known as the disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment means if we require 4 workers to do our work and we hire 3 more workers to do our work, okay, but the production will not affected by extra 3 workers, then this is known as disguised unemployment. Means अगर किसी काम को कराने के लिए हमें अगर हम किसी काम को कराने के लिए 5 आदमी की जरूरत है और हम लोग उसके लिए 10 आदमी रख रहे हैं और हमारा प्रोडक्शन उन 5 आदमी के आने से अफेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है, तो दिस इज नॉन एज डिस्गाइज्ड अनएम्प्लॉयड। मतलब वो 5 अगर चले भी जाएंगे तो उनके जाने से कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा प्रोडक्शन के ऊपर, देन दिस इज नॉन एज डिस्गाइज्ड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। ओके, दूसरा अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट आता है आपका एजुकेशनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। एजुकेशनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इज educational unemployment is an unemployment is a situation in which a person can't get job in spite of its education. Okay, बेसिकली एजुकेशन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट उसको बोलते हैं जब एजुकेशन लेने के बावजूद क्या करता है पर्सन आपका अनएम्प्लॉयड रहता है या वो आपका अपनी एबिलिटी के हिसाब से काम नहीं कर पाता है, देन दिस इज नॉन एज एजुकेशनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। तीसरा अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट आता है, द थर्ड टाइप ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इज सीजनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। सीजनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का मतलब ये है कि सीजनल एम्प्लॉयमेंट का मतलब ये आता है आपका कि द सीजनल एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इन विच in a particular season the person are out of work. Okay, basically they got their work, they got their job in a particular season and out of the season they get from the they out from the work, so that is known as seasonal unemployment. मतलब क्या, सीजनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट वो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट होता है जिसमें आपका एक पर्टिकुलर सीजन में तो लोग काम करते हैं लेकिन जब उस चीज़ का सीजन नहीं चल रहा होता है तो उसके काम से वो हट जाते हैं। जैसे क्या होता है आपका बहुत सारी चीज़ों के सीजन्स आते हैं। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द शुगर मिल्स, एंड वी हैव सेड दैट इन शुगर मिल्स क्या होता है, शुगर जब टाइम चलता है तब तक वो काम करते हैं, उसके बाद अनएम्प्लॉयड हो जाते हैं। और बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी हैं, देन वी कैन से दैट सीजनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट वो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट होता है जिसमें पर्टिकुलर पीपल्स क्या होते हैं आपका केवल एक पर्टिकुलर सीजन में ही काम करते हैं, उसके बाद वो अनएम्प्लॉयड हो जाते हैं। उसके बाद द लास्ट अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इज टेक्निकल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। टेक्निकल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट मीन्स इज द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इन विच बेसिकली द पीपल्स गेट अनएम्प्लॉयड बाय द टेक्निकल रीजन्स। टेक्निकल रीजन मीन्स क्या है, अगर टेक्नोलॉजी में इम्प्रूवमेंट होता है, कोई नया कंप्यूटर आता है, उस नए कंप्यूटर का काम नया कोई नई मशीन आई, उस मशीन ने क्या किया 10 वर्कर के बराबर काम कर रही है तो वो 10 के 10 वर्कर अनएम्प्लॉयड हो गए। सो दैट इज नोन एज टेक्निकल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। मतलब जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट जो बेरोजगारी आपकी आती है by the technology, so that is known as technical unemployment. Okay, I hope that you understand all the concepts, all the things, all the basically facts and figures of this chapter, and if you have any doubt regarding any topic, any things, then you can ask me in the comment section. Also call me, also contact me on this my number and in my message also. Okay, and let's move in the next video we have to discuss our chapter the Russian Revolution. Basically we had completed one video of the Russian Revolution, but today in our this short video we have to discuss about the remaining part of the people as a resource, so we have to discuss about that. Okay, in the next video we start our new chapter, our Russian Revolution. Okay, be safe, be healthy, be happy, and take care of yourself and your family also. Okay, bye.